Hey everybody, Craig Cottle, Director of Nature Reliance School. I think maybe what we'll start doing is calling Wednesday Weed Wednesday, and that way we can talk about eating some weeds or medicinal uses of weeds. See where my trekking poles are? That's where I picked up this little stem right here, and there's a lot of it or I wouldn't have picked it, so just good conservation habits there. But this is jewelweed, and it has a translucent stem. You'll note along the stem that these branches are opposite of one another. The leaves are rounded on the margins, and this little plant will grow sometimes as much as shoulder width high. So the translucent stem is hollow and it's real easy to crush up. So in this next section, I'll tell you how you can use it. So there's a couple of things that come to mind for me when I think about jewelweed. First off, more often than not, it's utilized as a preventative for poison ivy rash. So the oil in poison ivy, when it gets on you, is what's going to stick to you and cause the problems. And the juice that comes out of this translucent stem, which is kind of slick, when you crush it, you'll feel it, will help to keep that oil off of you. So it's something you have to put on before you need it, before you walk through poison ivy. You can use it as a wash. Let's say you get into poison ivy, you find some jewelweed, then you crush it up and wash with it if you don't have any water. And you'll see a lot of soaps and salves and what have you that utilize jewelweed so that you can buy and make money off of it too. What we do is we boil it like a tea and create a spray, and I utilize that spray when I know I'm going to be rucking. Another use coming up. As far as survival is concerned, here's what I know about understanding jewelweed. This area right here, from about where my trekking poles are for another 30 yards down through there, is covered in jewelweed. Matter of fact, there's a bunch of edibles. There's cleaver right there, chickweed. There's a lot of stuff right here. But anyway, I'm not going to eat jewelweed. But what in a survival situation is this can help me with is that jewelweed must have a fair amount of water to grow. And so if I'm seeing jewelweed, then there's water in the area. There's either an underground spring or water regularly comes in this area. So if I'm walking through a forested area and I'm in search of water and I see jewelweed, water is probably not too far away. And so I can start localizing my search and find better sources of water. So there you have it. That's some medicinal uses for the plant jewelweed. Fantastic little plant to know, as well as a survival use for jewelweed so that you can be more apt to find water. So let me know in the comments and in your likes. If I get a lot of likes on these Wild Weed Wednesdays or something, or Eating Weeds Wednesday, then I'll start to do them more regularly. It seems like there's a lot of interest, and we're here to serve you. We're all about, come on, join in. Let's learn together.